I'm traveling to DC Partner in George where they're celebrating 15 years. I'll get to meet the team and ask them what it takes to win big at the Debt Review Awards.
My name is Gerhard Dyzel, as some people like to call me Mr Finwise at DC Partner. And I joined DC Partner in September 2012. I really enjoy DC Partner's corporate culture. The company as a whole works together. They like to support their staff. And they've also allowed me to up my skills and assisted me with further studies in my career. I started off in the client relations division initially. And when the Finwise concept was being developed, I was moved over to the development team, and I've been there ever since, growing along with Finwise. Finwise is our debt review software, which we use at DC Partner. So if you're using DC Partner as your PDA, Finwise will be the software provided. My work involves a lot of planning, support on the systems internally, but also looking ahead, forecasting, looking at new features. I think in my job, the most difficult part is managing expectations and perceptions of people. As a business and systems analyst here, people always want stuff, but not always realizing the bigger picture, how long it might take, money-wise, time-wise, priority-wise. Everyone wants a button here or a new label or a new document, and everyone considers theirs as the main priority. So we have to try and accommodate them where and when we can, keeping in mind cost and time restrictions as well. I think the key is communication. And because I liaise with so many different stakeholders, everyone has individual needs and requirements. And we basically do a lot of cost-benefit analysis when any new requests are received. And we have a lot of different representatives and people in the field. We liaise with the credit providers, with the debt counselors, and we really take their input quite seriously. So we will consider new suggestions and keeping up with different industry stakeholders to hear what the needs are and where we're heading, because it's an ever-evolving industry that we're working in. Biggest thing there comes down to testing. So any new features will be rolled out on a QA platform first, and we have a team of testers, both internal stakeholders, and from time to time we might actually pilot it with some of our debt counselors to ask them to use it first and see does it actually benefit them as we had hoped it would. And we've recently launched an API integration with one of the major banks out there, and it's really benefited our users and the PDA as well. So we have now seamless integration with the bank. All documentation from the system will go through the API, which makes it more POPI compliant because there's no physical email. And secondly, the bank can respond with COBs or proposal responses. It saves the debt counselors time with capturing. And on Finwise, we've now expanded the debt counselor API as well, where as a debt counselor, you can have access to your data. You can build custom reports. You can import the data into your CRM. And we are also looking at adding possibilities where the data can be inserted into Finwise from an external CRM as well.
Did you enjoy the Debt Review Awards?
And this little piggy goes to?
DC Partners.
I really enjoyed the 2023 Debt Review Awards. It was the first time in a few years that I was able to attend myself. I always like dressing up, always an excuse for a nice suit and tie. So we really enjoyed that. With a lot of hard work from our team, we managed to win both the little piggies, and only with each person's input and assistance we can make this work as we're doing at the moment. Let's see that hairy chest. That is a very tricky question. I always like dressing up at the office myself. I just sit with a small little laptop, and that's pretty much what we do. It's only about this big, so it's... We don't like to be turned off. We prefer being turned on. Was this just the test? Oh my goodness, I thought it was actually filming.